Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Tanner Downing, and I'm a national civil rights advocate and litigator from Washington, D.C. I need to provide a public notice. This is in accordance with USCS Rules of Civil Procedure, as well as also Rule 17 and Rule 20 of the United States Supreme Court. I need to notify you guys that it is unlawful to pay public officials to break the law. So Clause 1, Amendment 5, certainly part of the Constitution, was adopted and ratified by the people on December 15, 1791. In all intents and purposes, it states, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on presentment or indictment of a grand jury. The Nevada State Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, makes a very, very similar statement, requiring the indictment by a grand jury before arresting someone, holding them over for that capital or that infamous crime. However, here in the state of Nevada, there is an inferior law that's been enacted that permits a prosecuting attorney or police officers to charge by way of information, not by indictment. That is unlawful because information is not an indictment. And so as a result, I need to advise the board here because we are getting ready to argue a case in the United States Supreme Court that's going to address this issue. We're hoping to be able to mitigate any further, litigation with the state of Nevada so we can direct the public officials here to act in a lawful constitutional manner, consistent with the procedures and processes codified in the Constitution of the United States, the obligations that they have. So this is an opportunity to be able to provide notice to you guys. We have a couple of affidavits here that we're going to be putting on the record, as well as also giving to the deputy attorney, or district attorney here. We also have affidavits that have been delivered and served to the Attorney General, General Ford, as well as also to the state Supreme Court. So we need to get this addressed because the charging by way of information, what it does is it actually causes in excessive amount of power that eliminates the neutral, unbiased decision maker that would normally be in place, and that's what the grand jury's purpose is. And so that's why the Constitution of the United States of America provides for this obligation. That's why the state is obligated to do it. Now, of course, an emolument violation is when you pay a public official to break the law, right? And so that would be unconstitutional, the emolument violation, as well as also the state cannot create a law that directs their agents to break the law. That would be a law that impairs the obligation of contracts. That would be violation of Article 1, Section 10 of the United States Constitution. So I'm here today to be able to provide this notice, let you guys know that if you continue to pay the public officials and not direct them to act in a lawful constitutional manner consistent with the obligations, procedures, and process codified in the Constitution of the United States, that there can be criminal sanctions that would be brought against other individuals. Because when it comes to the crime of conspiracy with regard to public officials, it says any person who, having knowledge of any of the wrongs conspired to be done, and who have the power to prevent or aid in the prevention of the commission of same, neglects or refuses to do so, may be joined as offense to the action. So, having been provided notice of this information, I would ask you guys, please go out, take a look at Clause 1, Amendment 5, and direct the agents to act in a lawful constitutional manner. Thank you guys so much. God bless.
Thank you. I may have to watch the recording at half speed to understand.
I'm very fast because I'm from Washington, D.C. I spend a lot of time with politicians, and unfortunately, I'm buried in 3 minutes at a time to get as much information as possible.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Madam.
Yes. Is there any other public comment?